Can transfer star Lucy Olsen fill Caitlin Clark's massive shoes at Iowa? Birds of a feather? The Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball program is one of the most recognizable in the country, thanks to the historic exploits of Caitlin Clark. They'll be challenged to repeat the same level of success without her, but they've brought in a star transfer that could help fill the void left by Clark. All statistics are sourced from Sports Reference. WNBA star and Gainbridge ambassador Caitlin Clark set to appear at the Annika driven by Gainbridge at Pelican. Clark to participate in the Women's Leadership Summit and play in the Wednesday Pro-Am. Bel Air, Florida, October 7, 2024. Gainbridge and tournament officials at the Annika driven by Gainbridge at Pelican announced today that 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and Gainbridge ambassador Caitlin Clark will participate in various tournament week festivities at the LPGA Tour event, taking place November 11th to 17th at Pelican Golf Club. Clark is scheduled to be a panelist at the Women's Leadership Summit on Tuesday, November 12th, and will play in the Wednesday Pro-Am on November 13th, both taking place at Pelican Golf Club in Bel Air, Florida. Wednesday's Pro-Am is open to the public, and tickets are on sale exclusively at www.theannika.com. I love golf, so the opportunity to play in the Pro-Am for a tournament with a legend like Annika Sorenstam's name on it is so exciting, said Clark. Gainbridge is a leader in supporting women's sports, and that's clear through their commitment to me, this event, Billie Jean King, and Parody Week. I'm looking forward to seeing all the LPGA players on the driving range, being part of the Women's Leadership Summit, and, of course, teeing it up in the Pro-Am with Annika. Clark, the #1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft by the Indiana Fever, finished her rookie season by breaking multiple records, including the all-time WNBA assists record. She also led all rookies in scoring and helped the Fever make the postseason for the first time in 8 years. She had a historic career at the University of Iowa, graduating after the 2023-24 season as the leading scorer in the history of college basketball, male or female. Aligning with some of the biggest names in sports, Gainbridge is a sponsor of the Annika driven by Gainbridge at Pelican and the Billie Jean King Cup by Gainbridge, known as the World Cup of Women's Tennis. Both events take place during Parody Week, a grant-giving initiative to celebrate and amplify girls and women in sports and education. To learn more about Parody Week, we are thrilled to have Caitlin Clark join us at the Annika driven by Gainbridge at Pelican in November during Parody Week, which celebrates and amplifies girls and women in sports and education, said Group 1001 President and CEO Dan Torres. We look forward to bringing Caitlin and Annika together for the first time, two influential leaders in sports. I have been following Caitlin's career during college and now on the WNBA stage, and what she is doing to bring attention to women's sports both on and off the court is outstanding, said Annika. I'm excited to meet Caitlin and for her to join us at Pelican Golf Club in November in what will be an exciting week for women's sports. Hosted by World Golf and LPGA Hall of Famer Annika Sorenstam, the Annika will feature a field of 120 competing for a share of the $3.25 million purse, one of the largest purses on the LPGA Tour. For more information on the Annika driven by Gainbridge at Pelican, including tickets, corporate support, and volunteer opportunities, visit www.theannika.com and social media at the Annika LPGA on X, formerly Twitter, at the Annika LPGA on Instagram, and the Annika driven by Gainbridge at Pelican on Facebook. Days after Caitlin Clark's I Beg My Dad's confession, LPGA legend's $3.25 million iconic product fulfills WNBA phenoms' dreams. If not WNBA, Caitlin Clark would have become a star athlete in golf. Yes, she loves basketball, but on the side, golf has been another one of her loves since she was a child. In an interview with TJ Sports Queen, the 22-year-old prodigy revealed that when she was a child and didn't have any other sports to play, golf was her choice. Clark said, I would beg my dad, like whenever I had a rare weekend I didn't have, like a soccer tournament or softball or basketball, I would beg my dad to take me golfing. After playing the John Deere Classic in 2022 and 2023 and making the Iowa crowd go crazy for her golfing skills, the Indiana Fever guard will be making her LPGA Tour debut. Well, not professionally, but she will be playing at the Annika driven by Gainbridge at the Pelican Golf Club, as Sports Business Journal reporter Josh Carpenter shared on X. She will also appear at the Leadership Summit beside Swedish golfer Annika Sorenstam and play in the Pro-Am of the event on Wednesday. Clark and the event both are sponsored by Gainbridge. The event has been scheduled to start on November 14th and concludes on the 17th. The Pro-Am will be on November 13th. Caitlin Clark ready for break from spotlight, like everybody's watching your every move. Indianapolis, no offense to the media from around the world who have been hounding her with questions. And no offense to the basketball analysts who have been scrutinizing her every play. And no hard feelings to the fans who have stopped her at the sandwich shop for a quick selfie or for an autograph on a napkin. But Caitlin Clark is ready for a break from the blaring spotlight she's been in since she became the #1 draft pick in the WNBA, selling out arenas and tearing through every rookie record there was to break in her first season with the Indiana Fever. It's like everybody's always watching your every move, no matter what you're doing, Clark said September 27th as the team talked to the media for its season-ending interviews. The best thing that I've tried to live by is to just be the same person, whether I'm leaving my apartment every single day or whether I'm here sitting in front of all of you. I've tried to approach it in the same exact manner that I can and treat everybody with the same amount of respect. The morning after the Fever lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Connecticut Sun, Clark said she woke up to a surreal feeling. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to really do, she said, pausing for a moment, then smiling. It's going to be nice though, I think, getting out of the spotlight and just getting to live my life and do things that I want to do. It will definitely be a little bit of an adjustment period. Throughout her rookie season, which brought with it controversy and a hyper-focus on Clark and the WNBA's inner workings, there were tough days. And there were amazing days, Clark said. That's just life. More Amber Cox named Fever COO and GM, Lynn Dunn to senior advisor position. WNBA expansion draft, who Fever should protect. The locks, the bubble, the rest. Clark gave her parents credit for helping her navigate her new role. As she became an outright phenom of pro women's basketball, she always remembered her beginnings. I was raised that you want to treat every single person with respect. And I feel like I have a very good feel on, basketball isn't my everything, and that's the way I was raised, she said. Basketball was something I absolutely loved to do, but there were a lot of other things I had to have done in my life. Caitlin Clark to play in Pro-Am will be special guest at LPGA's The Annika Driven By.